All right, now you get Lanny Poffo and Mama. By the way, her name is Judy.
Judy Bagwell.
Hello, my name is Lanny Poffo, and I am
Actually,
Poffo.
before I say that, you know when you're not popular when you have to keep announcing your name before you talk?
That's true.
Yeah? All right, here we go.
Thank you, Don Tony.
You're welcome.
Hello, my name is Lanny Poffo, and I am the son of Angelo Poffo, the brother of Randy Poffo, Randy Macho Man Savage. And this is Judy, my mother, the one that made it all possible. Say hello to the wrestling fans, Mom.
How do you do? I'm happy to be here and see you.
She's a wrestling fan, probably the Macho Man's biggest fan, and has now become a personal friend of mine. And she is very upset. And you know why she's upset, Mom? Because I did an interview about a year ago, shortly following the death of my brother, and it was for Canoe Slam in Canada. And they said, when is the Macho Man going to be in the WWE Hall of Fame? And I said the truth, which is, he doesn't want to be in the WWE Hall of Fame unless it's as the Poffo family. Father Angelo, little brother Randy, himself, Macho Man Randy Savage. And he got the idea from the Von Erichs. It wasn't Kerry in the Hall of Fame. It was all the Von Erichs, including Chris. And you know what, Mommy? They're saying I'm a liar. Now, what do you have to say about that?
I would say that I've never known you to lie. And I've been with you a long, long time. And I have heard the same thing in the house time and time again, that Randy said we have to go in as a family or we just don't go in.
It's more painful than the Cosby Pittsburgh.
Absolutely.
It's more painful than the Dallas
Kerry
remake.
Von Erich could have been in the Hall of Fame by himself, but now they've got even Chris that's in there. And so what I'm trying to say is, trust me, I know it's an election year, and it really doesn't matter my approval rating.
What?
But I know this subject is very near and dear to the hearts of the fans. And the fans, they're the ones that made Randy so great.
Absolutely.
And he appreciated each and every one of you. Now, the fact that some smart marks, of course, that's an oxymoron. If you're a mark, you can't be smart. If you're smart, you cannot be a mark. But there's been a lot of people probably live in their mother's basement that are going ahead and
that's all catchphrase.
Insulting my veracity, my truthfulness. And I'm telling you, if it were up to me, well, Mom, what do you think? Do you think I should call the WWE right now and say, let's induct Randy, never mind Dad, never mind me? Would you want me to do that?
He would not like it one little bit. He would be so angry that I can't begin to tell you.
Or do you want to make the Macho Man angry? We're going to stick with what he said. And
I
I'll
don't
tell you
think
what
any
it
of us
was.
could make him angry
April
right now
10th.
because he's dead.
2009, we went to my father's favorite restaurant, which is in the Largo Mall, and it is Olive Garden. And that's where Randy first mentioned that the Von Erichs in the Hall of Fame, so the Poffos got to be in the Hall of Fame. That's what he said, and that's what I'm sticking to. And by the way, now that we've got all this attention, let's do something else that might make Randy happy. How about that?
That would be fine.
This is going to make Randy happy.
You know what it is.
I know. I have an idea.
I'm going to polarize half of you because that Sarah Jessica Parker, the one that has a face like a foot, she just had a big fundraiser for Barack Hussein Obama.
He said Sarah Jessica Parker's face looks like a foot.
For the
You got
president
that
of
from
the United
Family Guy,
States.
by the
Are you
way.
ready? The one that doesn't know about RESPONSIBLITY because he wants to blame everything on.
The scavengers are coming. You hear them in the background?
We got to take this.
So once was a
Yeah, that's enough. That's enough.
What is
You
that,
know
fucking
what?
Alfred Hitchcock and the birds coming?
Yeah, you
I
heard
swear.
the scavengers at the end? Yeah,
So basically, he's going to hold up. Actually, I think Lanny Poffo doesn't even understand what he's saying. He thinks he's speaking for the fans, and he's not. The Poffos were not the Von Erichs. The Von Erichs ran a huge territory, popped ratings like you wouldn't believe, established like iconic and historic situations for Texas wrestling. The Poffos had a promotion down in Pensacola, I think it was, in Florida. but they didn't remotely do what the Von Erichs did for wrestling. They went in as a family because the family had such fame. Yeah, Kerry was the big dog. Kevin was huge. David was huge before he died. Mike had moderate success. Yeah, Chris. If you notice, he kept naming Chris. And Chris was, it's easy to go pick on Chris.
Chris is
but
the
there were
Lanny
four Von
Poffo
Erich
of the
brothers who
family.
had huge success. You can't compare the two. It's not fair. And if that's the case, I guess Bullet Bob Armstrong should have held out till he put all of his sons in the Hall of Fame. Road Dogg, Steve, hey, he was in the Young Pistols. How come they're not in the Hall of Fame? How come Road Dogg's not? I mean, you can't do that.
Well,
what'll
happen, brother.
You can't do that. I mean, it's just ridiculous. They're not Terry and Dory Funk. Macho Man is a huge name, top 10 of all time in wrestling, in the Dusty Rhodes, Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant category. Lanny Poffo is 2 to 3 notches below, not even IC category. He's in, I would even say he wasn't in Santino Morella's category. Is that fair? He wasn't even in Coco Beware's category. He was lower than Coco.
I always wanted one of those Frisbees, though.
But you can't say that's what the fans want. Once again, majority rules, and dare I say, if we polled 100 old school fans, 90 out of 100 would say he's out of his mind. Macho Man goes in by himself.
But you know what? I actually believe Lanny and his mother when they say that Randy said that.
Well, he was doing it to be bitter. He wasn't doing it thinking as a rational business decision. He was trying to coddle his family, dude. Wasn't like
actually,
anything
that's true.
And he died. He died very unexpectedly. Let's be honest.
You know what?
You don't
that
know
is true.
He would have changed his mind. I'd like to see what Randy's wife would say about this. He was the last person to talk to him.
What Lanny has to understand is that if you're all out to dinner as a family, okay, you don't expect Randy, like he said, they went to the Olive Garden. You don't expect Randy while the entire family, Angelo, 85-year-old mom, Judy, Lanny and Macho Man and wife, to all be there having a nice family dinner, and Randy saying, I can't wait to be in the Hall of Fame all by myself. Dig it! Of course
he was thinking
say, one all for one and one for all. I almost had gas just now. I'm telling you.
It's getting to the point. It's so ridiculous. But you can't even, everything. I mean, wrestling. It's political enough, but these kind of things. I mean, Macho Man should be in the Hall of Fame, and if Lanny's holding it up, that's just ridiculous. And he doesn't. Why doesn't Lanny step up and say, maybe I don't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame? I had a decent career at best, a C career at best, if we're grading it, A, B, C. Randy had an A+ career. I had a C- career. If we're going to start doing this, like I said. I don't recall Cowboy Bob Orton's father, the Big O, Bob Orton Sr. in the Hall of Fame. Do you? I don't recall that. So I mean, there's a lot of guys. Nepotism. Just because now, what's his name is in the Hall of Fame? The big heavy wrestler, not Rikishi. What's his name?
Yokozuna.
That doesn't mean Rikishi's going to be in. That doesn't mean that this is not. This is ridiculous. I mean, now it's like nepotism now, and it's nepotism now coming from the wrestlers. If I don't get in, it's so ridiculous. Macho Man is in a category of skyrocket proportions in wrestling. Lanny Poffo is several notches below. It's not like Rick and Scott Steiner where it's close, where you got to say, Scott was bigger only because he got the Papa Pump push, but Rick really in the late '80s when he was in NWA. And he was solo in UWF. He was bigger than Scott. So it's kind of like that's a tough call. This is an easy call. Macho Man, huge, big time. Lanny Poffo, C-grade wrestler.
If it wasn't nepotism, Kevin, why in the hell would he make it so public like this? Wouldn't this be something better for back rooms and private talking? I mean, especially the fact that you're talking about your dead brother. You know what I mean? It's uncomfortable to fucking listen to. It
is, and then for Lanny Poffo to go, that's what I'm sticking to. In other words, saying that's the ultimatum. And WWE is going to tell him to go fuck himself.
Well, you know what it is? It's too bad I'm not Lanny Poffo, because then I could actually make up some rhymes as I'm saying it's just like him. But you see, Mish, it was Randy's wish while he was having his dish. That the whole family should be in together. And as one big.
They want Judy in there too.
I don't know.
What does she do?
Let me put it like this: if Randy Savage was still alive right now, Lanny probably would not be doing all of these interviews and everything. So he's living through the
exactly. Think of the concept that it's kind of fucked up to say, but would there really be any interest?
True.
If Macho was alive.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
come on. For years, you always get the, what was the name of Jimmy Carter's brother?
Billy Carter.
Billy Beer. Billy Carter, remember?
Yeah.
The president's brother who was hawking beer in the late 70s.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it reminds. There's always been brothers trying to live off other brothers' names. There's always been that lesser celebrity sibling. Even Nicolas Cage has that. Who's Nicolas Cage's brother? Don Tony, who's a DJ here in New York. Remember Coppola? Mark Coppola?
I have no idea. Was
Well,
he
Don Tony should know. He's a DJ, for God's sakes.
He's a dubstep DJ?
Oh, I'm sorry, it's not Color Me Bad. Don Tony.
I don't know.
But there's always been lesser siblings trying to do that.
You can also use...
like I said, if Lanny Poffo had a good career, I'd have no problem. But let's face it, the Genius, which was a 1.5 year run, by the way, not even 2 years, and he clings to this Saturday Night's Main Event thing that he had with Hulk Hogan. Come on, everybody was on Saturday Night's Main Event.
Yeah. Jim
Jim Neidhart had solo matches on Saturday Night's Main Event.
That's true.
Come on. Hercules was on the main event.
And
what does that mean? So what? You fought Hulk Hogan. Who didn't fight Hulk Hogan? Oh, yeah, Rick Rude and Jake Roberts because they were afraid of him.
But when you think about
Hulk Hogan was afraid to put them on.
But when you think about it, you could actually use the term brother in a generalistic way as well. That right now with Obama as president, the brother is living... I'm kidding.
The show's been very racist today.
I'm kidding. Come on, it's tongue-in-cheek humor. Come on. Everybody knows I love everybody. Remember when I ran the drive to raise $16,000 for Conan's kidney transplant, I didn't do it because Conan was Italian.
Dude, I wouldn't have did it if he was my brother. Literally.
When I raised $6,000 through wrestling-news.com for animal rescue when Hurricane Katrina hit, I didn't do that, because all the pets were, belonged to African Americans. 90% of the pets belong to African Americans. I did it because I care. To me, color has no face. Yes, I do tongue-in-cheek humor, but I make fun of Italians just as much as I make fun of everybody else.
Missionary, hit the violin music, please.
Yeah. the sad Hulk Hogan or Hulk.
The sad Hulk. Yeah. You have any theme music from Black Swan you can play right now?
Hey,
I did it for the people. You were cutting like a Rikishi promo.
I
did it for The Rock.
For The Rock. I did it for the pets.
Did you see what ABC News did this week? This is great.